What's going on, guys? Today I got a haul video for you. This is over stuff from last week from me and my wife thrifting. We went and hit about 8 stores on Saturday, and we thrifted for about 5 or 6 hours that day. We usually don't thrift on Saturdays, but we decided one day that we just felt like doing it last week, and ended up being really good. This is about half the things that we found. I pulled out some of the things that were more common and things that were a little bit lower dollar, but this is some of the higher dollar stuff as well as things that just sell quick for us, whether it's a $25 item and it just sells really quick, or an item that sells for a couple $100. So yeah, I'm gonna go through these items for you. There's quite a lot. Hopefully we can get through them pretty quickly, and I hope you guys stick around for the whole video because there's a lot of good stuff in this stack to go through. And if you like videos like this, hit that subscribe button. Let me know if there's other style of videos that you guys would like to see from our store. We do have a lot of videos coming out within the next month that are going to be all of our process videos. So not only are we doing the what solds and the haul videos, but also how we run our business and all the processes. So I'm going to start going through these. And again, trying to try to be quick with some of these. Some of them are duplicate brands, so I'll be pretty quick with them, like Lululemon. Little Lululemon tee here, nothing too special about it. It's the Vent Tech model. Vent Tech model does a lot better than the normal t-shirts. Usually the Vent Tech model just has this writing down here and the size down here as well, so size large. So there's quite a bit of Lulu in this stack, so I'll probably just skim over some of it. Next we got Nat Nast. There's a tag, 100% silk, bowling looking shirt. These shirts started doing, they fell off for a while, about a year, but they're starting to pick back up. We're starting to sell them really quickly, usually within 30 days. And they're selling for like 29 bucks or more plus shipping. So they're doing really well now for us. But yeah, so we pick up all the Nat Nats that we see, as long as it's 100% silk. Do not pick up the silk blend ones. Next, we got a Levi's silver tab. That tag is very unusual compared to the usual silver tab, but you got the silver tab there. Great little Levi's pair of jeans. If you don't know it, the silver tab ones go for about 50 bucks or more. Some of them go in the 100 area, but these ones go for about 50 to 60. So, and they're really quick sellers, probably about 100% sell-through rate. Next item is an LL Bean chamois flannel. These do really well for us. They kind of are expensive to ship, but this is an XL tall, super good quick find, or super good quick flip. They usually go for about 30 to 40 bucks plus shipping in our store. So they usually sell right now, since it's winter, pretty quickly. It's more of a heavyweight, like flannel material, honestly heavier than flannel. But this is a Southern Marsh button-up shirt. Southern Marsh, I've said in the past, low-key brand for resellers. A lot of people don't think it's worth anything, but it's actually worth a decent amount of money, honestly, and they sell really quickly. And here's another one for you. Southern Marsh again, little fleece Aztec pullover, super cool design. And these will probably sell, the button up will probably sell for about 25 plus shipping. And then the fleece quarter zip or quarter button, I don't know how much that's gonna go for. I didn't look it up, but I just know it's gonna sell really quickly and for quite a bit of money. So I would assume probably about 40 bucks plus shipping if I had to guess off the top of my head. But anyways, yeah, Southern Marsh, super good sell-through rate. If you don't believe me, look it up. Next one, we got a Patagonia pair of shorts. 2 months from now, short season's gonna be back. These are made out of a nylon material. The lining on the inside has been torn out and cut out, but not a big deal. Pick these up for a couple bucks, like $3. And yeah, they'll sell pretty quickly. No worries about that, especially once summer starts rolling around again. So next we got another Lulu item, just a long sleeve little Lulu t-shirt. Nothing too crazy, probably a little Goodwill find. Find a lot of Lululemon at the Goodwills here in Dallas, and it's not ever priced up because they do one price for everything. Next is a Scully. Nice little Scully. I've sold this just recently in one of the videos. This one's not the more expensive line of shirts, the embroidered ones, but just a nice little Henley long sleeve. I just assume that will sell for around 28 to 38. So 30 to 40 bucks. I think we paid 8 for that. Not too bad. Stio, cool brand, newer to us. There's the little logo, that, I don't know, the little pine cone. So this is a little woman's vest from a company, Craft Farms. Picked that up for I think 5 or 6 bucks. New with tags. even with the logo, it should do really well. Steel always does well for us whenever we find it. Most of the stuff we find is the winter wear, so the vests and the jacket and stuff. But yeah, sell-through rate on it's super good, and it always sells super well and for quite a bit of money. No clue how much this will sell for with the logo on it, but I would take a guess around probably 50 or more. So really good find. KJS logo looks like that. Tag looks like that. Nice little golf brand. Does really well in our store. I don't know how much the polos are going for nowadays, but they used to sell for like 40 bucks. I assume now they're probably around the $30 mark, but sell-through rate on them is really good. And their vests and stuff and quarter zips also sell really good. So be on the lookout for that one. I got 4 of these. I've only put 1 in the stack, but I got 4 of these Pendleton Mason shirts. I believe they're wool blend, all new with tags. Paid 10 bucks a piece for them, and they were going on eBay with a 100% sell-through rate for about, I believe it was 40 or 50 bucks plus shipping. So just picked up all 4 quick listers because they're all the exact same, just different sizes, and yeah, hopefully all those sell really quickly before we get out of the winter season because those are more flannel material. This is probably the definitely the most expensive item in the stack. Paid up on this item, but I didn't have to look it up because I literally just sold this jacket. It was actually in the video that was the top sales for the year, top 20 sales or 25 sales of the year, or no, 16 sales of the year. But this is a Ralph Lauren leather jacket. These things sell super well. Any Ralph Lauren leather jackets sell really well. Paid 50 for that, but the one I just sold for 170 plus shipping, and there's comps on. There is a comp sold in that size for 200 plus shipping, so 50 bucks into 170 at least, easy 90 to $100 profit after fees and stuff. So love finding Ralph Lauren stuff that's leather jacket material and other cool Ralph Lauren items. Next one's a Patagonia, new with tags, better sweater. It's got a logo on the back, the Salesforce, but I think we paid about 10 to 15 bucks for this, and should go for 50, 60, maybe 70 bucks if I had to guess, even with the logo. Better sweater, full zip jackets, and the quarter zips and the vest. They all sell really quickly for us right now in the winter. I mean, we're talking like a week at most they sit. So we'll probably just undercut the market a little bit since it's got that logo, and it'll get out of the doors really quickly. Next one is a FootJoy Hydro Knit. My wife found this one. She's found half of these, by the way, but wife found this one. Hydro Knit. I've never seen that tag on it, the Hydro Knit one. I've seen the Hydro Light one, but not the Hydro Knit. So no clue what these sell for. She looked them up, said they're good to go. I'd assume if that's the same value as Hydro Light, then they're probably selling for about 40 to 50. So yeah, I don't know how much I paid for it either. Probably 10 bucks at most. That's what we usually go in on those for. Another one, Peter Millar Summer Comfort. Their button-ups do really well. The Summer Comfort ones. Do not pick up the cotton ones or any other material. Only the Summer Comfort and maybe the Crown Crafted. I haven't looked those up in a while, but the Summer Comfort ones do really well. They usually sell for about 25 to 30 plus shipping. So and they're not super quick sellers, but they end up selling for, once the price drops down to that $22 to $25 mark, they end up getting out the door. But we usually will price them high and then let them drop over the months. And yeah, they end up selling really well. This is probably the second most expensive item in this stack, if I had to guess. There's probably about 3 or 4 others that are tied with this, but this is a Ralph Lauren wool hooded full zip plaid jacket. Cool little dog patch on the front, and just a normal Ralph Lauren tag. Yeah, it's got a wool acrylic nylon cotton blend. Found an exact comp on eBay, I believe, if I remember correctly, going for about 100 bucks, 80 to 100. So wife found this one too. Yeah, just a cool, had a canvas hood. Really cool little find. Never seen anything like that. So pretty cool to see that. Next one's a Mizzen and Main. Not going to go over this too long. Everyone knows Mizzen and Main by now. I'm pretty sure who's in the men's category for clothing. Just a quick little easy flip. Probably paid $8 for that at Goodwill. Little Chubbies. Wife found this one. Chubby swimsuit. Like I said, 2 months from now, this stuff's going to be selling like crazy. So we like to buy up a lot of the summer stuff going into summer. We like to prep for it as well as going into winter. Prepping for this winter was kind of hard with the thrift store prices. They were really high, and they have been really high this winter. So our sales are down at about 20% because of the winter, since we're peak winter right now. But yeah, I mean, we only got to hold out for another month and a half, 2 months, and then our store is mostly summer, so it'll start going crazy with sales once you roll around to the end of February. This is a cool one. Found this one my wife was checking out at a Goodwill. Wallace and Barnes, just a denim jacket, denim bomber jacket. Size extra small, so not a really good size, but honestly, someone who wears a small would probably fit into this because I wear a small. And it looks like it would probably fit me. So cool little find. I don't know how much this go for. Paid $10 for it at Goodwill, and I would assume denim Wallace and Barnes probably goes for at least 50, if not more. So nice little find. I love Wallace and Barnes, really cool brand. Johnny O. Someone in the comments said on the last video, or one of the last videos, that that's just a J. Crew brand, so a spinoff of the J. Crew line. So yeah, just FYI. Johnny O, little geometric polo. We like picking up the geometric ones. It's got little tiki heads on it, if you can see it. Yeah, little golf polo. They do really well for us. Johnny O is falling off though, really hard right now. It used to do really well, and now it's not doing as well. But not a big deal. That will probably sell for like 22 to 25 plus shipping, and we paid $5 probably at Goodwill. So we mostly hit Goodwill. It's the day that we went out and hit a Salvation Army, a few Goodwills, and then Plaza Thrift Store on K Avenue, and then the Plaza Thrift that is in Plano. So if you live in Dallas, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, little Plano run basically. Little Mizzen in Maine, we got 2 of these, both at Goodwill. $8 a piece, solid white. Usually stay away from white stuff, but these were flawless, so picked them both up. And if they're flawless, the white ones sell really well because most resellers don't like to touch white stuff. And so there's not many listed, and there's typically a lot sold. So if you can find flawless ones, they usually do really well. Wife found this one too. Peter Millar, new with tags, summer comfort. It's new with defects, honestly. It's got a little mark back there, and then a little tiny dot underneath that button. Not a big deal at all. Paid $5 for this probably. It's got a logo on the sleeve. It'll still sell for at least 30, so you know, it'd be nice if it was perfectly conditioned, but not a big deal. I got 4 of these Canali shirts at Goodwill, $8 a piece. Canali's a good brand. Dress shirt. These came right off the rack. Lady brought them out on the rack, and I got 4 of these plus a couple more items on that rack. So nice little find. Gotta love whenever they bring out a rack and it's just loaded with goodies. Another Lululemon item. Cool little geometric hoodie, men's hoodie. We usually stay away from women's Lululemon stuff. It's kind of not worth it after the shipping and the eBay fees and stuff and what thrift stores like to charge. But the men's stuff does really well. So we always buy the men's stuff if it's a good price, especially at Goodwill. I mean, there's literally no reason to pass Lululemon at a Goodwill whenever the most it's going to cost is $8. So most Lulu stuff sells for at least 25 for us at least. Little Haller Bros shorts. First time finding Haller Bros shorts. Found a ton of their button ups and stuff and their flannels. And we have a vest right now, I believe still listed on our store. But I got 2 pairs of these and then one in the stack somewhere. Again, just prepping for the summer or for the fall or for the spring, spring and summer. And yeah, Haller Bros is a great brand. The button ups are definitely over 100% sell through rate, and they usually sell for like $40 or more. So be on the lookout for that one. This is an incredible brand. If you don't know this one, I've mentioned it in my past videos, but Roback or Robach, however you want to pronounce it. Little dog on the front. Newer golf brand. Only been out for probably no more than 5 years, if I had to guess, and it's blown up the past year or two. It's got a little company logo on the sleeve, but that does not matter at all. And it's solid color, which usually is not good for golf polos, but that will sell for at least $50 within a month. So the geometric ones sell for like basically retail. They're like 10% off of retail, which is crazy. I mean, you can sell like they're $98 new on their website, and you can sell used geometric ones for like 75, $80. So 20%, 15% off of retail, which is just nuts. So FitJoy, sorry about that. FootJoy 2XL, houndstooth design, quarter zip, super nice. The logo on the front has nothing to do with any value. It's just going to decrease the value slightly. Not a big deal though. 2XL FootJoy is super good, and it's 100% sell-through rate. And then anything that is not striped or solid is 100% sell-through rate from my research. So polos, quarter zips, especially polos, that holds true. So if it's striped like this or solid and it's smaller than a 2XL, it is not 100% sell-through rate. But once you get to 2XL, like that one is, then it becomes 100% sell-through rate. And then with the geometric, if you get a geometric 2XL, that's the quickest selling one and the most value one. But if you can just get one of those two things, so either 2XL or bigger, then it's worth getting, and it's 100% sell-through rate. Or if you can get geometric, then it's 100% sell-through rate. So we used to buy FootJoy all the time, and now it's just not worth it. So this is an Armani blazer. Just recently got into blazers. Armani is pretty hit or miss. It's definitely not 100% sell-through rate, but it's almost, if you're in blazers, you know it's almost impossible to get 100% sell-through rate blazers. They typically are like, the good ones are at like 50 to 25 to 50% sell-through, but those good ones sell for like $100. So I don't mind sitting on a blazer for 6 months if it's going to sell for 100, like this Canali, for example. And you can undercut the market if you want to sell them quicker. But I mean, all this Canali blazers for $100, and they end up selling after a few months. So like this one, I paid $10 for at Goodwill. It will sell probably around that $80 to $150 mark. If I look at comps, I believe this is the window pane plaid pattern. So I'll see what they're selling for in the sell-through rate and go price it off of that. But blazers are great. It costs like at most $10 here in Dallas, and whenever I sell them for at least $50 as long as you buy the right brands. But again, they just sit a little longer, so you got to have the space for them. But this is a Fairty. That's what the tag looks like normally on their shorts and pants. Sometimes they have that all day tag. These are great. Got these at Goodwill. Paid, I believe, $7 for those. Once it warms up a little bit, those will easily sell for $29 probably, if not at least 22 to 25. So, and shorts are easy listers. I mean, they're not big, so they're quick little listers. This is another Howler Bros, if you didn't notice. Like the other one, just some cargo pants. Nothing too crazy, but shorts are easy to list, super quick, just as quick as t-shirts. So we don't mind margining only $10 on those, just because of how easy they are to list. 3XB Ralph Lauren just posted a video recently. 3XB, anything 3XB, 3XLT or bigger Ralph Lauren is worth picking up, as long as it's not too expensive. All of it's 100% sell-through rate typically. And if you get to the 2XLTs and the 2XBs or below, that's whenever the sell-through rate and the price starts dropping. So just be careful and look up those items. But for the most part, 3XLT, 3XB and bigger, their sell-through rate's 100%, and the prices are really good. Another Lululemon jacket. This thing's got to be lint rolled quite a bit. Lulu on the back. This is from Goodwill. Probably paid $10 since it's a jacket. And yeah, it's just got some hair and stuff that's got to get cleaned up. But probably sell that for $40, $50 plus shipping. My wife found this one. She also found that Lulu. But another Fairty pair of pants. These are new with defects and missing tags, but it's still got this rope here for the tag that was on there. And there's just a little tiny spot there, and that's the defect. But yeah, these are a great size 34, and they're really soft. I wish these were my size, because these are actually really comfortable feeling. So Fairty pants, probably get 35 to $45 for those, since they have that little flaw. But yeah, Fairty pants do really well. All Fairty does really well, honestly. No Lululemon item. Not going to go over this. Got a logo on it. Nothing too crazy. It's another one of those high vent, or the name just slipped my mind, but it's one of those performance, really lightweight materials. Metal vent. One of the metal vent quarter zips. Peter Millar. this doesn't really matter, the crown fleece part on this one. The only thing that mattered about this one, which is why I bought it, was that it's a long sleeve polo. So the long sleeve polos for Peter Millar, if I remember correctly, should be 100% sell-through rate, no matter what it is, no matter what material. Typically, you know, with Peter Millar, the material has got to be spandex polyester for it to have a higher sell-through rate. The both with Peter Millar, FootJoy, stuff like that, the polos that are long sleeve, they all have 100% sell-through rate. They sell really well. At least they have in our past, so I keep buying them. Another Armani blazer. Same guy donated this one as the previous one. Nothing too crazy about it. Armani's pretty up and down on their prices. We just list them high and let them drop down in price until they sell. Lululemon sweatpants. Nothing super crazy about them. Just some Lulu sweatpants. These will sell for 35 to 45 bucks in the store. Nothing wrong with them. Size large. Paid probably 8 to 10 bucks depending on how they labeled it at Goodwill. This is an Orvis fishing vest, USA made, or sorry, it is made in China. But I looked this one up. The sell-through rate on it was like, it was crazy. It was over 100%. I think I found an exact comp of that one selling for 35 bucks, and I paid $2.99 at Plaza Thrift. So not a bad little find. This is a Ralph Lauren quilted. It's like half quilted, half cotton. Just a full zip jacket. It's got the performance tag on it up here. Nice little performance. Typically, it's got performance up there on any other product lines. It adds a little bit of value to their items. Look this up. I think I paid $12 for that item. It's got some pilling on the sleeves and stuff, but not a big deal. A couple little nicks and flaws in the quilted part, but the sold comp that I saw, I think sold for 55, I want to say, or maybe 45. Pretty sure it was 55 though. So even with the flaws, even if I can get 45, you know, 12, 13 bucks into 45 is a great flip. So I think these are the Pace Breakers. Lululemon shorts. Got these at Goodwill. It's got a little spot there. But other than that, I think these are the Pace Breaker shorts or whatever they're called. Pace something. So these usually go for about, right now, even in the winter, these go for like 30 in the store. And they sell pretty quickly. In the summer, I would assume if those are the Paces, I'll have to double check. The Paces are the most valuable, or one of the most valuables. They usually go for about 40. So once it warms up a little bit, I assume we'll get 35, 40 for those. All right, this is a Peter Millar Summer Comfort. I paid up on this item heavily. Paid 15 bucks for this. It's got little lemonade glasses on it, but we sell these geometric Peter Millars all the time for, you know, 40 bucks or more. And we just like selling stuff like this. Like, I golf and I only buy and wear these like cool Peter Millars and the Robacks and stuff to golf. And so I have no problem spending 15, even if we make only 10 bucks on it. It's really cool to provide someone with a cheap alternative to, you know, golf wear, because it is so expensive. Golf is already an expensive sport as is, as I know. Like it's cost at least, you know, 50 bucks minimum to go play around a golf, and that doesn't include having drinks or food or whatever. So it's cool to be able to let someone ball out in their cool polo for 35 bucks or whatever, instead of having to pay 115 on Peter Millar's website. So show off to their buddies and stuff. So probably always sell geometric stuff like that in our store that's golf related, just for the fulfillment of giving people a place to buy cheap clothes that are cool. Untuck 3XL. Just mailed one of these out last week. It was in the video that's going to be posted while we're out of town, which is probably coming out before this video. But the one that I just sold, basically this exact item, just this one's solid, and the one I sold I believe was plaid, and it sold for $29.99 plus ship. In that video, like this, what I'm about to say is that Untuck, it's fallen off. I assume in a year from now, no one's going to be picking this brand up. It's gone down substantially in value. It used to be worth as much as Mizzen and Main, but it is dropping as resellers are picking it up and flooding the markets. But the 3XL ones I'll pick up, and if they're really cheap, I'll pick them up, because we usually get like 18 to 22 for them, but the 3XL ones do a little bit better. Ralph Lauren linen button-up shirt, 100% linen, I believe. Yeah, 100% linen. Always pick up Ralph Lauren 100% linen shirts. They do really well in our store, and yeah, they just do really well. Usually 28 to 35, maybe a little more depending on the size. If it's bigger size, it does even more. But 100% sell-through rate typically also on those. Tommy Bahama, we've been selling, we almost, if you watch the What Sold videos, we usually ship out of Tommy Bahama almost every single day. Um, they're a little bit lower, obviously, in dollar, but like this one will probably sell for 20 to 25 plus shipping, and we buy them for like $5. So, and then this is another one of those like the Peter Millar, like these are just cool patterns, and people like to buy them out of our store. We have a lot of repeat customers. We have a lot of people who will buy like 3 or 4 at a time, and another one is just cool to supply markets with. And I know it's not a 100% sell-through rate item, but in our store it is. We've got about 200 listed and 200 sold, I believe, in the past 90 days of Tommy Bahamas. So we just keep buying them, and they keep selling in our store. So we're going to keep buying them until they don't sell anymore. Like the Peter Millar polo long sleeve, FootJoy polo long sleeve, they do really well. I would have bought this if this was any size, but this was also a 2XL, which made it even more valuable and a quicker seller. So I would assume this item sells for like 30 to 40 bucks plus shipping, just because it's 2XL, adding that extra $5 to the value and the sell-through rate. And yeah, if it was like a large, I would assume it's probably like more like a $30 item plus shipping, but they still do really well. So this has a flaw, I just noticed, like a stain on the sleeve or something, but still not a big deal. Ralph Lauren 3XB, another button-up shirt. Already showed one of these, not going to talk about it again. Big sizes in Ralph Lauren do well. My wife found these as we were checking out in Goodwill. A pair of women's Lululemon, like elastic waist little pants or joggers. I believe these are women's. I don't know where the size is. I'm probably not going to. I'll check this one pocket and then. Okay, I'm not going to look. But look like women's. They're in the women's section, so she said those were a more expensive model, like a $35, $40 model. I don't know if that's real or true, but I believe her. So, yeah. Scotty Vest. This is a really good brand. Scotty Vest, they make like travel vests for like planes and just traveling around. And I believe they have a concealed carry like deal with them too. But that's the logo. Scotty Vest. Usually got a little stitching on the back. A lot of the times they just have the vests in the thrift stores, but typically they have these zip sleeves. These sleeves like come off, and inside of here, if you don't know, they're known for just having a ton of pockets. So they just have a crap ton of pockets in here, all types of things. And yeah, these sell really well. They used to sell a lot more, like they used to sell for $100 all day, every day, 2 years ago and a year ago. But I think now, like this one will probably sell for $70, I would guess. I have no clue how much I paid for this. I don't think it was at a Goodwill, but I probably didn't pay more than like $15 for that. So next is a Johnny Was. This was at a Goodwill. I don't know how much their dresses are. Probably about $5 to $8. Wife found this one while we were checking out again. She found a few things while I was checking out. So nice little Johnny Was. Johnny Was is a great brand. If you don't know it, their dresses and stuff are usually embroidered, not like that one, and they just sell like crazy. So always pick it up. Do not leave a Johnny Was on the rack. Everything is worth money in that brand. We've sold some of their dresses for like $150, so, but that hasn't been for a couple of years, so I don't know if they're still going for that much, but I know we've sold them recently for 80 at least. This is another Rhone. As another, I mean, I showed this in past videos. Rhone's a cool brand, really good brand. Nice little t-shirt, probably paid $4 for this at Goodwill. Always pick up Rhone until, I assume it will fall off here soon. It's already getting into Marshalls and stuff, and Home Goods around here, Home Goods, TJ Maxx. So I assume we'll start falling off, but right now it's doing pretty well. New with tag mids in the main with a logo on it, not a big deal, being new with tags. It's a flannel material, so definitely adds a little bit of value being a flannel material. It's called the City Flannel. It's a 50% sell-through rate new with tags, but the cheapest one listed is $40. So got that at Goodwill for $8. I'll at least go for $40. So if we have to undercut the market because of the logo, not a big deal. Cuts is the next one. Little Cuts polo. These aren't super high dollar ASP sellers, but they sell really well. I believe they're 100% sell-through rate. They make a lot of polos, polo long sleeves, a lot of t-shirts, and yeah, we've sold this brand, dozens of times in the past, and it just always does well for us. So we just pick it up. It's usually really cheap too. So Genteel. This is a very, it's not like a, for a button up, it's a higher dollar brand, but I was going to say it's not super common. They really don't, like, there's only, I think it's like a 200 or 300% sell through rate right now, like 11 listed, for example, and maybe like 40 sold or 38 sold. So pushing 400% sell through rate whenever I looked it up. This exact one, I think there's a sold comp on the low side for like 40, and I paid 13 for this, so paid up a little bit. But if the lowest one that I saw comped out was 40, and there were more that were higher, then obviously have no problem buying that, especially at 400% sell through rate. So sure that will sell within 2 weeks. Another Wallace and Barnes. This is a flannel. I found it next to the next item, which the next item is awesome. So this is just a heavyweight flannel by Wallace and Barnes. I assume this is a $40 item, at least 35 plus shipping. So this is a really good find. Almost everyone knows this one, but it's just cool finding them. Filson. Filson makes some great button-up shirts, great clothing. All of it's worth money. Their jackets are worth hundreds of dollars, up to 500 bucks. But this was just a normal flannel button-up. Paid 13 for that, and I haven't looked at their button-ups. I haven't found a Filson in a while. I assume the button-ups are going for still like 50, 60 bucks, and that's I believe a 2XL. So, oh no, it's an XL. So not getting any value out of the size, but anyways, Filson's a great brand if you don't know it. But I got 4 of these Ralph Lauren's. They're 2XLs. Their performance, the performance model has 100% sell-through rate. 2XL makes it even faster seller. So yeah, 4 of these, paid $9.99 each for these, and they sell for about 30 bucks on average. They go about 28 to 35. 1, 2, 3, 4. All of them 2XL performances. These will sell really quickly within 90 days easily, probably more like 30 to 60 days for our store. And yeah, just quick $15 profit items after fees and stuff. Next, we got a Lulu polo. Paid $4.99 for this at a Plaza Thrift. Nice little Lulu. Reason why I knew it was Lulu because it's just a little triple stitch that's there on their polos. Thrift store missed it. Typically, that store prices them up, but they did not catch it because there's no tags. And if there's no tags and you do the measurements to pit on their website, they have a graph, like a diagram, and they'll tell you the sizing for it. So pretty easy to size them out. So don't be scared if it doesn't have tags or anything. Last one's a Patagonia quarter zip. No logos, just a used 2XL Patagonia quarter zip. I don't remember how much I paid for this. I think 12. So I just assumed I'd get at least 44. And right now Patagonia's selling really well, especially their winter stuff. So those were about half the items that we picked up on Saturday last week. And we haven't really done any thrifting this whole week, getting ready for our honeymoon. And yeah, so we've been focusing on listing. And sweet, yeah. So if you enjoyed this type of video, we've only done one like this in the past. My wife did it. And so I thought I'd give it a shot this time and just get a video out there for y'all. Really cool stuff in here. That was the main reason why I wanted to do it. Typically whenever we go out thrifting on one day, we don't find crazy stuff like that. This is probably one of our better haul days. But I hope there's some stuff in here that you guys haven't seen before. And if you've seen most of this, maybe it's just a refresher, like, hey, this is still worth money. Like, these guys are still selling it and it's still selling really well. So maybe I need to re-familiarize myself with the brands that are out there. Maybe things that I used to pick up that I thought weren't good anymore are still good. But always keep educating yourself. Always keep doing your research. Do not ever stop looking up brands, because this is where all of the people fail at, is they quit looking up brands and doing research, and then they fall off because their stuff isn't selling anymore. So make sure you're looking things up. Make sure you're checking the sell-through rate. And in the future, we're going to have plenty of videos about sell-through rate, what it is, how we use it, how our entire business model builds off of that sell-through rate. And so be on the lookout for those. If you like this one, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.